One of the Ethereum's first metaverse projects, Decentraland, is based on the Ethereum blockchain. Here's a quick look at its development and history. During the pandemic's online everything moment, the term metaverse became a catchphrase for a wide range of virtual experiences, environments, and assets. These new technologies, when combined, provide a glimpse of what the internet may become in the future. Decentraland is comparable to other online games like Skyrim or Fallout in that it has a completely immersive virtual realm. Users take a part in a three-dimensional environment instead of a two-dimensional one on a screen. This universe seems to be the next logical step before developing artificial intelligence physical space games in the vein of HBO's Westworld series. Decentraland received $26 million in its initial coin offering on August 18, 2017, with the goal of establishing a virtual cosmos where each plot of land will be an NFT and the owners could exercise complete creative freedom on their land parcels. In Decentraland, the primary money is the mana token. For the uninitiated, the goal of the project is to create an open, decentralized metaverse, or virtual world, that runs on Ethereum. Decentraland has so far already accomplished a great deal. The land was initially only a basic virtual map on which little pieces of land could be reserved. Now, Decentraland is made up of 90,000 pieces of land in total. In less than an hour, Decentraland completed its first land sales with the promise of handing over the land to investors a few months later, all while hoping for speedy growth of the ERC-721 standard. Each plot of land in Decentraland is 16 by 16 meters in size. 34,356 of these plots were sold during the pre-sale, and the remainder was set aside for the project's team's shared infrastructure. Roads and common places like Genesis Plaza, the location where players spawn up upon arrival, are examples of this. During holidays like Halloween and Christmas, quests may take place in the other zones. It was both a strength and a difficulty for Decentraland to enable community organizations to crowdfund project proposals. The community would vote on a project after being presented with a proposal and give a donation of 1,000 mana. Each $1,000 worth of mana represents a plot of land that was used to create a district of various sizes, each with its own unique identity and form of government. After that, the district leaders had to spend months reorganizing their own government structures, some of which became for-profit corporations and others which were administered as community centers with no financial motive. Individual land parcel groups are referred to as districts. Nevertheless, they differ from private estates since districts have a form of government, whereas estates do not. For example, the Vegas City District operates as a private limited corporation with the space housing casinos and other similar activities, and it is also possible to wager with crypto with and without actual value. There were 38 districts active at the beginning of 2019. It was decided to disband 19 of them because of inactivity. As a consequence of the collapse of the districts, investors received a 1K mana reimbursement for each investment, and the land was subsequently transferred to the community reserve as compensation. The latter serves as the Decentraland DEO's official reserve, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Rewards for community contributions are provided, as well as funding for project promotion campaigns. The builder a new feature on the company's website after a redesign and an update logo debuted in March of 2019. This tool allows you to quickly and simply compose 3D scenarios from a collection of pre-made items without the need for land or substantial 3D building expertise. With this phase, people who don't know how to code or don't have access to land will finally be able to contribute in the metaverse building in a tangible and free manner. In the months that followed, many contests were conducted to reward the most innovative builders while also allowing for larger scale development testing. There was a crucial aspect that had been born in the builder before these tests had been authorized to come during the closed beta stage, when it became feasible to import collectibles NFTs kept in your wallet. That was the first external NFT project to be incorporated into an Ethereum virtual world. Participants in the closed beta were required to design an avatar and give it a name, both of which cost 100 mana each. As many invites as possible were distributed to early users throughout July of 2019, so they may sample Decentraland before anybody else and take part in its finalization. Updates for 2019 included one that adds interactivity with the world and an additional one that adds interaction with specific items, enabling players to construct quests straight from the builder. In terms of openness, decentralization, and relationship growth, Decentraland had a spectacular year in 2020, and Decentralized Autonomous Organization (DEO) was created to run the project when it entered open beta in February of 2020. A virtual celebration was held to commemorate the grand opening and welcome all of the newcomers. There was mana up for grabs as well as special gear for avatars to wear. Innocent as it may seem, this first release of NFTs for customizing virtual characters heralds the beginning of a market filled with virtual clothes and accessories, collections of all shapes and sizes. Everything was in place so that this player-owned metaverse could now present itself as fully decentralized, thanks to Decentralized Autonomous Organization, created by an independent service to the project Aragon, and the integration of Matic as a parallel blockchain, facilitating transactions and hosting content on the 13 Decentraland community-owned servers. Smart contracts like those that govern land, estates, wearables, and the marketplace now belong to the community, and mana holders have the power to vote on improvements they wish to see. Even though Decentraland's growth was slowed down along with everyone else's during the 2020 lockdown, the crypto community rallied together with fundraising drives, and Decentraland was no exception. The virtual environment swiftly returned to normal with a slew of events scheduled to aid game producers in creating new titles. As a result of collaborations with creative markets like as OpenSea and Mint-based, museums displaying the work of crypto artists were developed to help build metaverse content that would come from its users. Since then, Decentraland has expanded its partnerships with the creative industries, allowing companies like Maker's Place, Super Rare, and Known Origin to sell their wares on its platform. The high point came in December of 2020 when DJs 3Lau and the American-Portuguese band RAC performed in the Metaverse Live. Atari announced in January 2021 a landmark cooperation with the retro gaming brand to develop a location devoted to the different historical games of the retro band. The year 2021 started with this announcement, which capitalized on the public's renewed interest in cryptocurrency. It's possible to earn incentives from Decentraland as well as external projects that have constructed structures and created games to promote their ideas or initiatives by accomplishing basic chores or solving riddles. The NFT ecosystem as a whole, including Decentraland, saw a significant uptake in activity in March of 2021. Because of the multiple flaws that occurred during particular events, The benefits to traders were substantial. Several land parcels sold for more than $200,000, with one fetching $913,000. But the repercussions were adverse for users. However, even though this surprise performance test was part of a larger global context, it raised concerns about the scalability and acceptance of Decentraland among the broader public. If Ready Player One is used as a benchmark, then Decentraland has ways to go before it can be said to resemble the world of that film. However, industry giants like Sotheby's have taken a giant stride forward by launching their own virtual auction house and hosting the natively digital sale in June of 2021.